playing DJ tonight and it's not working. Hi, Julie Russell here, playing DJ, I guess. It's not working, but hey, it's Wacky Wednesday where you never know what the topic's gonna be and you never know if I'll be on time or what kind of mischief will happen. That's just the way it goes. But hey, thanks for joining in, whether it's live or catching on the replay. It's great to spend a few minutes with you. Asking questions, sharing tips, bouncing ideas around. So if you hear something that you find helpful, that resonates with you in some way, please leave a reaction, comment your thoughts, or ask questions in the thread. That's why we're here, right? And I definitely love hearing and appreciating. Oh gosh, I can talk too. It's been a really long day. Hey. But I do love and appreciate hearing from you. And share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. Hey, I see a few joining in. Hello, Jen. Hey, lady. Great to see you. I saw somebody else go by. Can't see them now. Apparently, when you have to look left. Oh, there we go. Hey, Chastity. Nice to see you, lady. But if hey, hanging in there, I hope. But as always, I'm asking questions. And if I happen to miss your name as you come through, I apologize. I may not always see it flashing across the screen, and there's a really good reason for that. See, my camera is set landscape style, so that means I'm always looking your left, your right, my left, whatever. But leave me an emoji or even give me a shout out. Hey, I love it and appreciate it. And let me ask the question for the night. Do you ever feel like the awful events in your life outweigh the good? And you're always asking yourself, why do these horrible things keep happening to me? So if so, would you leave a yes or a raised emoji hand in the thread? I know it's kind of cold tonight, can you tell? But if so, would you leave that in the thread if you've ever asked yourself that question? So while you're doing that, I'm sure you've heard of Mike Tyson, and he's quoted as saying, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. Good quote, right? And, it may sound like some family or friends that you know. And I can't say that the people in my circle are, you have on your bad days. Absolutely. And I know a lot right now that are feeling that same way. Everybody's lives this week seem like they've been a roller coaster, filled with happy times, people losing their jobs, friends losing a loved one, another one declaring bankruptcy, hospitalized, battling a severe illness, whatever it might be, that the tough times that you're dealing with. And yet a lot of those people still celebrated the good things in their lives, saying that things could have been worse. And I keep learning over and over again that no matter what happens, you still have the opportunity to get upset. You can still allow the events or things that happen in your life to steal your opportunity for happiness. For example, when a stranger is rude and cuts in front of you, or when you're trying to do something that only takes an hour and it ends up taking 5 hours. I don't know, maybe that happens to you, but it sure happens to me all the time. Whatever. Anything can basically ruin your day if you allow it. And I keep learning, that no matter what life throws at you, how ugly it is, or how many times you get punched in the face, you are in control of your own happiness, and you can allow things or people to steal that happiness from you, but you don't have to. I keep hearing the phrase over and over again, life is 10% what actually happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. And it sounds easy, right? When you're dishing out that advice to other people, and it's not so easy to put into practice in your own life, right? Especially when it's happening to you. And you get frustrated and you want control because we want our lives to be perfect and happy. And I got lost again. My bad. Notes. Sometimes I go blank. Always happens. But we do get frustrated and we want control of our lives, and we always say, well, I'm going to be happy when, the weather's nice, or we're going to take that trip, or, we're going to get through traffic, or my kids are going to behave for once and not destroy something, or I'm going to get promoted. Hey, thanks, Jen. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Janet. Nice to see you both joining in. Awesome. Janet, has been a really long time, lady. Hey. And, I keep realizing that you just can't control everything. I mean, we want to. We wish that we could. It would be nice. But, you just can't control those outside factors. But the biggest thing that we actually can control, because I know for a lot of people, including myself, we want control and we want to feel like we have control over the things that are happening to us. So you can control how you respond to it and how you let it affect you. You can allow it to paralyze you, you can allow it to debilitate you, and you can allow those events to just overshadow everything else in your life. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to allow them to control you. You get the power, and you have your own power here to control your happiness. And I keep learning over and over again that life is way too short to allow that unhappiness to keep you from experiencing joy and experiencing your life. You don't want to allow that to consume you. You could obsess over every awful little thing. I mean, we could, and we all are guilty of doing this. But, and you could, like I said, you could obsess until your life explodes with that kind of awfulness and you're miserable. But if you don't allow those small things to overshadow or ruin your whole day, then like, for example, when you're driving, someone might cut you off, someone cuts in front of you in the Starbucks line, someone's texting and driving and, almost runs you off the road. Those things, when they happen over in a row, tend to make you want to boil and snap, and you spend the rest of your day in a bug, just going home and just spreading that kind of ugliness all around you. And we don't realize that we've just allowed some random person to ruin your day. To steal your happiness, your joy, your pleasure in enjoying the great things about your day. And I keep learning and trying to practice, emphasis on the word trying. And I'm not going to tell you that it's simple, because it's not. But you don't allow the things you can't control to ruin your entire life. And I'm not saying that, someone should be a pushover and you shouldn't stand up for yourself and you should run around singing Kumbaya. I mean, and that sounds rather ridiculous to me as well. But just be aware that, and this is something that I keep learning, that 90% of what happens to you is in your control, and that you get to decide ahead of time that you're not going to allow those things to dictate how your life is going to be. You get to dictate it. Because if you focus only on how bad things are going to be, you can't enjoy the good, the best parts of life. Your life will be miserable and out of control. So if you heard something that you found helpful or that resonated with you, would you please leave a reaction, comment in the thread, even if you're just shouting out to say hey, I appreciate it. As well as comment in the thread if you've allowed, with raised hand or any kind of emoji, if you've allowed your life events to get you down. And share the video with anyone you think it might help, and PM me if you have questions or want to hear more on how to take back control of your life. If you're feeling like those bad events outweigh the good, but the unpleasant ones are a part of life. Crap happens to everybody. But it's up to you how you respond. You can choose what you're going to focus on. The bad or the good. Whichever punch knocks you out. Whether your punch, there we go. Now I got it. Whether the punch you receive knocks you out for the count or not. I'll catch you later.